Hi YouTube, I'm back again with another reaction video, and this time I'm getting to Russian Badger's Fallout New Vegas video. His unstoppable moron makes the nuclear wasteland noticeably worse. Something tells me I don't think he's gonna make it worse, I think he's gonna make it slightly better. In my honest opinion, I think it'll make it slightly better. Because how much worse can it get than it is already, if I'm being honest? I mean, Fallout Nuclear Wasteland has already happened, so how much worse could it get, right? Actually, you know what? Like I thought, I don't want to know. Let's get into the video and see what happens.
I got a gal, she looked just fine. Always bring me whiskey and wine. Breakfast in the morning and dinner at night. Everything she do just right. When I say what you want me to do, she say it's just one thing that I want from you. A little bit of rock.
Yep.
A little bit of roll.
Start off with shooting people in the head with the sniper. That's exactly how it goes. Yep. Shoot them in the head, they lose everything.
Controlling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Okay, blowing up the death claw was absolutely
Vegas
great.
has an incredible story, and it's a shame to ruin it with spoilers, so consider this a fair warning. Welcome to New Vegas, a wonderful place that makes you fuck the NCR.
Agreed.
Welcome to New Vegas, a wonderful place that makes
Agreed. I'm gonna start by saying, you know, if you side with the NCR, fair to you, I guess, but just know they're all human pieces of shit for the ones that claim to be the righteous ones in this. They are human pieces of shit. And again, I would not mind playing this game again. It is that fun.
you say, that's Vegas, baby. Have you ever seen a man use nuclear weapons in close quarters combat? That's
I say that I have, because I would
Ever
kill
heard somebody
myself.
just so you could take a 1-hour nap in their filthy cock?
Yes.
That's Vegas, baby. You ever seen someone covered in pitch, set on fire, and tossed into the Grand Canyon, only to somehow crawl out and survive?
That guy?
Expect God
Yeah.
to do all the work.
Jesus fucking Christ. That's Vegas, baby. But enough
Sure
of
is.
the empty chatter. How about we start getting somewhere?
The time for talk is past. The Lord's work must be done.
Fallout New Vegas is the story of a courier
Amen,
delivering
brother.
a mysterious package to the New Vegas Strip that's robbed by a charismatic gangster and left to die in the Mojave Wasteland.
Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Fortunately, a man by the name of Doc Mitchell digs the lead out of your brain, picks up the pieces, and puts you back together like Humpty Dumpty, introducing you to
I don't think he had enough
If you
staples
don't
and glue to
mind,
do
I
that,
had to
though.
go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out.
Special stats come first in the form of strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck, each making you good or bad at certain things on a scale from 1 to 10. You got 10 agility, that makes you the deadliest gunslinger this side of the Mississippi. You got 1 charisma? Well, negotiating with you has got to be the most awkward and infuriating interaction two human beings can have.
Just give me some
Yeah, it's a
goddamn
hostage
Med-X and fuck
negotiation.
off, will ya?
Because I'm a
Because you're
bumbling
stuck
moron
talking
who
to
play
me.
video games like a fucking ape, I said to hell with the balance allocation they suggest and went straight up Lord Death of Murder Mount. 10 strength, 7 endurance, 10 agility, and 10 luck. God, what the fuck is this build?
All right, let's state the obvious.
That build
There's
is...
something wrong with me.
I am hurt.
You know, yeah, he said it better than I could.
With tough as nails endurance, walks on water agility, and 2-headed coin flip lucky. If I so much as breathe on an organism in the Mojave, you better believe it'll end in a critical hit with enough force to overthrow a small government.
Like the sight of your own blood?
I don't know. Do you? However, it also means that I have the perception.
I don't
of
think he
death
can answer you
bad,
anymore. He seems to be
charisma
in
of
bits
a
all over the
misanthrope,
place.
And intelligence so low that calling me dumber than a fucking brick is perfectly accurate.
That was
Hey, look, it's my sub-level of intelligence. Although, I think I'm dumber than the brick. Far dumber than the sub-brick, I mean.
probably pretty dumb, huh?
These base stats are complemented by skills, which are heavily influenced by where you put your special points. Like, remember my 10 agility? That means jacked guns and jacked sneak. Remember my 1 charisma that makes my speech and barter barely resemble that of a sentient human being? I'm so terrifying, yet so lacking in social skills, even the most basic conversation probably feels like a hostage negotiation.
I mean, isn't that just the introverted way? I mean, that's me in a nutshell right there. It's like, I don't conversate much, I don't know how to conversate well, and I'm just like... I guess a conversation with me would actually end up being a hostage negotiation, because you're sitting there trying to get the hell away from me, because like, the fuck are you talking about, my guy? And I'm like, I don't know, first thing that comes to mind, I don't know how to talk to people, I'm sorry, people scare me.
Well, Good luck with that.
Again, lore death of Murder Mountain, which means specking guns, sneak, and explosives so I can exterminate any life form I come into contact with, from the tiniest praying mantis to the saltiest powder gang. Take this, you stupid fucking bug. Powder gang.
That's what I think of the stick bug meme too.
Special points and skill points are rounded out by traits, which I just adore. Because on one hand, you can pick something pragmatic like Built to Destroy, which gives you a higher critical hit chance, but your weapons wear out faster. Bang, 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 bang. His arms fell off.
You shot him in the head, his arms fell off. What the fuck?
Like my favorite, Wild Wasteland, which enables bizarre events to occur, like taking some dicey drugs and fighting a fucking Yaogwai that's on fire. Have it.
To be fair, that Jaguar that's on fire, I think, is part of the DLC. But yes, Wasteland, Wild Wastelander is one of my most favorite things to pick up, because random shit like that will happen all the time. You don't know when it's gonna happen. It'll just randomly happen. It'll hit you with it, and you're gonna sit there and be like, "What the hell did I take? Did I just get a hold of some bad psycho, some bad Kims? What the hell did I take?"
Get it, you stupid son of a bitch.
Take drugs, kill a bear.
Right there. See? Right there. It says it all.
What? There's an actual flaming Yaogwai? What the fuck? Am I even
Yeah,
hitting the right one?
that's the part of the DLC though.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was the right one. Once you're done choosing who you want to be and enter the Mojave, VATS is the next big one you gotta learn. Because 90% of staying alive in the wasteland is making sure everything else around you is dead.
Which is easily done when you have skills like that.
VATS is the tightest shit ever. I fucking love VATS because it allows you to freeze
Oh,
time deal
no.
style and choose exactly where you want to shoot and the
no.
probability of hitting your target. Watch this center mass. It's not mandatory. You don't have to use it. You can just blast things away like you would in any other shooter. Taunt me, Gecko. Personally, I use it every chance I get. Just the combination of precise shots, the slow motion, and some of the hilarious outcomes, I just can't help myself.
Shoot the dynamite.
Oh, shit, that hurts. You can select multiple targets. You can be choosy about body parts, like hitting someone's right arm to knock a weapon out of their hand, or someone's legs so they can't flee, especially if that person just won the lottery. Who won the lottery? I did! I feel bad about using the 40 mil for this.
Oh, you don't. Yeah, see.
It's not perfect because
Yeah,
even
you
if you're
don't.
extremely close to
You
a
don't feel
target
sorry about
with
that at all.
Perfect accuracy. Sometimes you can accidentally vibe check the wrong person. Whoa, no, not shooting Conchino. Thank you very much.
You gotta shoot Conchino.
And other times, VATS is just too accurate.
Hey, you know, collateral damage, it happens.
Consistent, but a snafu with dynamite proved me very wrong.
I mean-
Shine, Captain Parker.
Come on, that's gotta happen. That can't happen to just everybody, right? Just not just him. It happens to everybody at least once. Wow, you gotta suck to be. You gotta suck to do that 3 times. I would fucking I would have fucking moved the first time.
Even though I may have blown my legs off with dynamite, my heart was in the right
Bounce
place
back
because
3
what I
fucking
was fighting
times.
for was totally worth it. A bed. Just like VATS, beds are absolutely critical to your survival because the wasteland is full of scary shit that takes your health away and breaks down your limbs, especially if you use landmines as a primary weapon. Hey, wake up, Frank. Wake up, Frank.
I think Frank's
When you
awake.
sleep in a bed, even for just an hour, you regain all of your health and all of your broken limbs are magically fixed. Don't ask me how it works. I don't know about you
It's
guys,
magic.
but I think that's worth cutting someone's head off with a switchblade. Ring-a-ding-ding, baby. Ooh,
Well then.
critical. Final word of advice here is to always check if there's an open bed before you kill anybody, because I've slaughtered entire
Yep.
tents of people and
He's got a roommate now.
next to corpses, only to realize there was an open bed right next to them. I just want to take a nap. Let me take a nap, you asshole.
Oh my
Those
god.
basics covered. It's time to make our way to New Vegas so we can find that bastard Benny and figure out why
He
some
pre-planned
stupid
a mine.
chip was worth blowing someone's head off. Now's a good time to remind you that I'm a complete fucking oaf. I'm glossing over a ton of stuff and probably leaving some important shit out. So remember that my advice
Nah, I
is
think
meaningless
you're cutting
and
it
time is a
pretty
flat circle.
on the nose there.
But we don't have the time. By which I mean, you don't.
On the road to New Vegas,
No, I
prefer
do
to
not have
trust
the time, but
absolutely
thank
no
you for
one, because
considering.
the wasteland is never as it seems. See that nice old lady running the motel with the giant dinosaur? Well, she just sold someone's wife into slavery. Wow, Jeannie Mae, you negotiated the sale of a person and only got 1,000 caps? Killing everyone that doesn't explicitly offer
Coulda got
value
more,
to
but
you
at the
is
same
a
time,
wonderful policy.
we
As far
kill
as I'm
her.
concerned, this
Kill her
wasteland
in the game.
belongs to me, and the weak should fear the strong.
It's a part of life out here. Best to accept it.
Upside here,
Exactly.
looting is a dream,
Accept
because
it.
robbing a corpse
Because I
is a
killed
far
that lady
smoother
and took those
experience
1,000
than
caps
bartering
she
with
earned.
a living being, and who knows? You might just get lucky and find a mysterious big iron that has sound effects. Yeehaw, chuckle fucks.
Okay, I see he didn't complete the quest line to get that. He just shot the guy and took it off him. That is another way to get it. Yeah, that is another way to get it.
Side here, everyone that you haven't killed yet hates your guts. Oh man, do people ever think you're an abomination? So interacting with the various tribes of the Mojave is significantly more painful. The NCR has declared you a terrorist. Wherever the NCR has jurisdiction, you'll be shot on sight.
It's about fucking time, fellas.
I'll get to these various tribes in due time. All I'm saying is, you have choices. Be good, be evil, kill nobody, kill everybody. I don't give a shit. Make up your own destiny. Hear that? We have options.
We do.
My destiny was to confront Benny at the Tops Casino on the New Vegas Strip and figure out why the hell that platinum chip was so goddamn important. But just before I did, I was reminded of why my seemingly dumbass build is so damn brilliant thanks to maxing out sneak. You see, none of these casinos on the Strip want a bumbling wastelander walking into the joint with all kinds of dangerous weapons, so they make you check them at the door to avoid any
I
violence.
fucking hate
But
that
if your
too, because I'm like, let me
sneak
keep my
status high,
weapon.
You can fit an arsenal in the door, no problem. I can get weapons.
Only
past
small
the guards,
weapons,
no
though.
problem.
You might. One fella I knew was able to slip a pistol past the guards. You? I'm guessing you could get a machine gun by them.
Hey, sir, welcome to the Tops Hotel and Casino. I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying.
Sure, here you go.
Smooth and easy, just the way I like it.
Okay, so they didn't find two 357s, a 44 Magnum,
Yep.
two 10mm pistols, three 9mm pistols, a combat knife, 8 6 of dynamite, a frag grenade, 3 more 6 of dynamite, a mysterious Magnum, a silence 22, spike knuckles, a switchblade, and a tire iron. Sneak is broken.
I'm gonna
Yep.
repair all this, by the way. Don't have an aneurysm.
This allows you to kill Benny.
No, you
any
gotta
way
have multiple of
like.
those on you so you can
Surprised
repair
he
that
didn't
shit.
perish from a
No,
heart
that's
attack the moment
reasonable.
He laid eyes on me, still breathing.
What in the goddamn?
Blow his guards up with a frag grenade and finish him off with dynamite. Hell, you can even let him flee for the time being and kill him later over and over again when his hands are tied thanks to the joy of quick saving.
Now you're talking. That is the ring-a-ding move, baby.
Yeah, you better believe that you start sweating when you hit the F5 key.
He's like, please no, not again.
The truth is, the game was rigged from the start. I'm gonna hit him a 4
It's-
times
yeah.
just so he doesn't come back like I did. Did I really just march
Smart move.
halfway across the Mojave to kill Benny with a tire iron?
You goddamn right.
You're damn right.
You goddamn right he did.
With a tire iron? Oh, can you actually crucify him?
You sick, vindictive fuck. Happy now, you twisted bum?
I still feel like tire iron is the best. It is always the best. And if you think killing
I mean, yeah,
Benny
he
is
could
the
suffer that
climax
way.
of
He
the
kind of
Vegas
deserves it, but at the
crusade,
same time,
maybe are you ever ring-a-ding wrong?
I'd rather just shoot him.
I'm talking about Maria, the pistol that he shot you in the face with that you get to use however you like. Truth is, Remy, the game was rigged.
It was written from
I'm
the
not
start.
talking about his ace checkered suit that I primarily use to get discounts at gun runners. This robot is giving me a 2% discount just because I'm wearing a checkered suit. I'm talking
Yep.
about that mysterious
Car salesman
platinum chip
at its
that cracks
finest.
the entire story wide open, and I'm sure you're just itching to know why.
What the fuck do you think, asshole?
Apparently, the man after this platinum chip you were carrying when Benny blew your head off is Mr. House, the mastermind running the New Vegas Strip, and why am I still talking about him when his ego does such a better job?
By the time I was 30 years old, I was a billionaire 30 times over. I founded and ran a vast economic empire. Do you really think I'm going to let an upstart come into my home and ransom my property to me?
I mean, that's great and all, but didn't ask. Didn't care. I didn't care for his life story. I'm about to say, he could throw that money in my face, I would not bat an eye, and I'd just sit there and look at him like, I won't hesitate to shoot you at first notice.
Spent 2 centuries searching for the platinum chip. It's my invention, my property, mine. Now be a good
Oh, guess what? It's also mine now.
Angry for a reason, because his position of power comes from his Securitrons. You know those big blue robot guys that can either kill you on sight or become your cowboy best friend?
Howdy, partner. Welcome to New Vegas.
Well, that platinum chip you're carrying contains an update to their operating system that turns them from ordinary foot soldiers capable of small arms fire into missile blasting grenade
Yeah, turn into
launching
Doom
machines
Warriors.
ready to vaporize any adversary into dust.
Behold, for the first time, Securitrons running the Mark II OS. The M235 missile launcher gives the Securitrons the ability to engage ground
They become more deadly.
at significantly longer range. And a rapid-fire close-range engagements.
Yeah. Benny basically blew her head off because the giant Securitron army is currently running Windows XP and you were carrying a licensed version of Windows 10. And that's not even the juiciest part. Benny modified his own Securitron, appropriately named Yes Man, to help him steal the platinum chip.
Because he literally cannot say no.
Commandeer his Securitron army and shoot him out of the New Vegas Strip, though I think Benny would put it differently.
Baby, getting outplayed and getting cheated ain't the same thing.
Yes Man is willing to tell you all of this because he is unable to say no. And I know this word doesn't mean anything anymore, but he is literally a yes man.
But hey, not my fault I can't say no.
I love this guy.
Yes, really not. You were created that way.
For shaping the future of Vegas and forces you to finally decide whose side you're on, leading up to the final showdown for all the Mojave marbles.
Well, normally I would say either the Legion or Yes Man. Those are the only two options for me. Those are the only two. But I mostly side with Yes Man because I like to be free thinker and on my own there. And Yes Man does what I tell him to do now.
How brave you are when nailed to the walls of Hoover Dam. Your body facing west so you may watch your world die.
On one side, you've got the New California Republic, or NCR, representing old world values
Fuck them.
like democracy, taxes, and the rule of law, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. Fuck the NCR.
I agree. Again, they claim to be the right group, but they're all such assholes. It's hard to like them when they're all like that.
Oh my god, the NCR is unbearable. Pun
Yes, they
intended, because
fucking
even
are.
as the good guys, they make it impossible to like them without
Exactly.
condescending and pedantic they are, especially when it comes to violence.
This is NCR property, and we have guns. So you can only do as we please here. And it would please us if you got the hell off our lawn.
That's okay. I evicted you off of my new lawn.
They are such chicken shit cowards. Like, they are so terrified of the Legion crushing them at Hoover Dam, half of them are contemplating suicide.
The Legion breaks through our defenses. I got one bullet I'm saving just for me.
If the Legion breaks through our defenses, I got one bullet I'm saving just for me. If the Legion breaks through our defenses,
Yeah.
I got one bullet I'm saving just for me.
Okay.
And this is why we say, fuck the NCR.
They're dumber than I am. And as a reminder, I have sub-brick intelligence. Like, who should we put in charge of a vital solar power plant? How about some bum off the street named Fantastic with no experience whatsoever?
That scientist we hired has got to be the dumbest asshole I've ever come across.
They asked me
And you're the dumbasses that put him in charge.
Physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said, welcome aboard. Got the whole NCR suckling my teats. And it feels so good.
The Legion, on the other
Yeah,
hand,
I don't blame her for that.
absolutely based, and the shootouts you witness between these two rival factions tells you everything you need to know. God damn, did the Legion ever crush the NCR? They
Just hammered. It's hammer time. They have guns when they're listening to the hammer.
They propagate slavery and crucify anyone that defies their will.
Unfortunately,
Degenerates
yes.
like you belong on a cross. Degenerates like you belong on a cross.
Degenerates like you belong on a cross.
Degenerates like you belong on a cross.
Yes, but if there's one thing that I hate more than slavery, it's taxes. The worst kind of slavery. So when I say Awe, you say
True to Kaiser.
As evil as they may be, at least they're not pretending like the NCR is, talking mad shit for having no real fighting prowess, and Kaiser's right-hand man Lanius can tell you what happens when words aren't backed by strength.
Our roads into NCR are hung with the bodies of those who attempted to negotiate with us.
That's the kind of act the non-verba ethos I can get behind.
Something tells me negotiations did not go well.
Intense, but at least they treat me like an equal and have conviction in what they're pursuing.
We will take Hoover Dam and move forward until our feet crush the setting sun beneath them.
The good of the NCR or the bad of the Legion aren't your only choices either.
Oh, I side with Yes Man.
Always an option, a very corporate, tyrannical option to hand the keys to the Mojave. But I guess when your other choices are cowards or slavers, it's not so bad.
Because honestly, I don't want to side with the Brotherhood on this side either.
From invaders and maintain order.
But if you want a wild card option,
The Brotherhood put a fucking explosive collar around my neck.
He'll help you take the keys in the Mojave by stealing
Oh,
the
fuck the Brotherhood in this particular region as well.
That should be enough to defend Vegas from, I'm gonna say, anybody.
That way, you get to murder the belittling Mr. House and conquer the wasteland with a friendly face. And before you say, you can't just kill Mr. House because a robot told you to.
Observe.
Absolutely, you can.
How did I lose karma for that? He was already a vegetable. I'm just making him mashed potatoes. No matter which path you take, you're forced to familiarize yourself with the smaller tribes of the
Oh
Mojave
god, I mean he's not wrong, but at the same time, holy fuck.
Hoover Dam or exterminated for their lacking cooperation.
If you
Holy
like a
shit.
tribe, leave it alone. Or if a tribe is nasty or going to be a problem, go ahead and exterminate it. It's whatever you want to do.
You've got the
This is why I like Yes
boomers
Man.
because
He
they're
encourages
terrified of
me.
anything foreign to them, labeling outsiders as savages, and you gotta make it through an artillery barrage if you even want to talk to them.
They must be a really nasty people. I haven't heard a single good thing about them.
Can I just say, this is by far the most accurate artillery barrage that I've ever seen. Like, this is not...
They do not, yeah, they do not fucking miss.
How the hell did you survive that bombardment?
I didn't run through all that artillery to hear your stupid question.
They were savages with knives. We blew them up with frag mines and grenades, burned them with flamethrowers. It was neat.
Yes.
It was very neat.
Neat. Sure, they're intolerant, but they taught me this field trip to meet other tribes wasn't just so I could check a box of exterminate or don't exterminate, because if you help them out, they can have a big impact at Hoover Dam. So fine, boomers, I'll fix your stupid plane and make your dreams come true.
To restore the bomber, to fly the open skies in armored safety, raining high explosive ordnance upon ignorant savages.
Can you dial it back on that word? Anytime he says savages, he just goes, savages! The great cons
Exactly.
are hilarious because everybody
Because he's not
makes
wrong.
fun of
Most
them
of
for
them
being
are.
filthy drug traffickers that live in tents.
The cons are just, they're a dirty people. They live in tents like animals, and they're very rude.
And I think you can deal with them diplomatically
Oh, they are very
to
rude.
win their favor, but I've never tried that option.
Yeah, I don't have time for that, so.
Oh, I can hit that. You know what's even better than killing drug traffickers? Killing drug traffickers on their own product. I'm so high off of Psycho right now. Diplomatic
Yeah, that checks
efforts
out.
are better spent on the Brotherhood of Steel, because if you run their silly errands, they can hook you up with special power armor training to wear this god-tier steel suit.
Yeah.
Everybody looking for that platinum chip when I got that platinum drip. By the way, if you think that T-51 is cooler than T-45, you are actually psychotic. And I'm not gonna recommend that you pickpocket the heavy hitters and initiate their bunker self-destruct
I mean,
sequence once you've got
the 45 armor is cool and all, but I mean, if you remember Fallout 3's Enclave armor, that, I don't know, I think that's better. My opinion, though.
You can kill me all you want. I've already won.
Enclave armor seems a little bit better.
Too late. I bet you regret putting that explosive collar on me now, assholes.
Good. That's one less loose end.
Consider them forgotten, along with the projections that predict they'll be our biggest enemy. Forgotten!
Not all the tribes are out in bumblefuck either. You've also got to make contact with some of the families running other prominent casinos on the strip, so even if you already know you want them exterminated, you at least have to look them in the face before you kill them. Benny
They're gonna throw me out of the casino.
Kill people without looking them in the
Only
face.
because I keep winning.
But I ain't a fink. Dig.
The Omertas that run a giant whorehouse called Gomorrah deserve to be wiped off the face of the earth. Not just because they kill hookers, not because they're stockpiling arms, but because they're complete pieces of shit, and it takes like 3 pickpockets to dismantle their whole operation.
What the fuck are you looking at?
An idiot?
What are you looking at?
A dumbass?
What are you looking at?
A weenie?
Asking questions about me, dickweed. What the fuck do you want? I don't give half a dick what you heard. Now get the fuck out of my face before I burn your sorry ass.
And I will take that off your hands.
Where the fuck did you get that? Okay,
Just
listen,
pickpocket.
buddy, that's some dangerous shit.
Just
you
a
got there.
pickpocket, that's all I had to do.
Killed if the wrong
Oh, we
people
got
see
it.
Let's talk. What do you want?
Just like that, all your guns are gone. And as much as I'd love to tell you that I had an elaborate way of destroying Kachino and his cronies, you already saw how that ended.
Accidentally shut. Yeah, accidentally shut casino. Yep.
Oh, no. The White Glove Society at the Ultralux are by far the worst liars I have ever come across. When people proactively scream at you, "We're not cannibals, we swear," you better believe they eat people.
Yes, they do.
The White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason.
You know,
Bullshit.
Once I end up reviewing this footage, I feel like I can tell you exactly what she meant by saying those words.
The White Glove Society will consume human flesh for any reason. We do not engage in cannibalism here under any circumstances.
Oh no, this is another one that's just too perfect to pass up.
We engage in cannibalism here under any circumstances.
It gets even better once you
Yeah.
press them on it. Like, why do so many people disappear while staying at your hotel?
Yeah,
They're like,
exactly.
"What? We hired a private investigator to solve solve that mystery. Go ask him about
Yeah,
it.
about
And
that.
he's dead in his room.
I
Yeah.
had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took for him to be satisfied.
Oh,
You
really?
see?
Yo, holy shit, he dead! And the White Glove Society sends a bunch of dudes in tuxedos to fight a man in power armor. Great idea.
Yeah, that doesn't go well.
Son of this rancher
Not for them.
named Heck Gunderson, and he is definitely worth rescuing in the basement. Not only because of the conversation you get to have with the chef.
Who the fuck do you think I am? I'm the fucking god of New Vegas Brahmin fusion cuisine, that's who. No, that doesn't even give me the credit I deserve. I fucking invented edible food. Do you like eating? Good. You owe me your entire goddamn garbage existence.
Keep talking shit, Philippe.
Ah, so satisfying.
Not only because
So
you get to feel the
satisfying.
adrenaline rush of fighting 15 cannibals at
When you blow
once.
up a piece of shit like
Run
that,
away,
so
kid,
satisfying.
run away.
Oh, he did.
Fuck, I got the kid. Not only because you can punch Marjorie's stupid head off, and even the maitre d' if you feel so inclined. What the fuck?
That is a tanky woman.
Strong head. Oh shit.
Never mind.
Degenerates like you belong on.
Yeah, she's absolutely a tanky woman because he took like one punch.
His dad, he shoots up the whole casino in a fit of rage and cuts off the entire food supply to the New Vegas Strip. Oh shit!
You like that?
I do actually, yeah.
Ooh. Nailed him.
Well, that does it. None of them maniacs will ever do business with Heck Gunderson long as they live. They control the food. Well, there ain't gonna be no food. Not for anybody in this whole damn town. Let them starve. Biggest favor anyone's ever done this hellhole.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. Hell, there are even tinier tribes that aren't mandatory to meet with, but worth exterminating anyway. So I'm looking at you, fiends.
What the fuck are you doing here? You got some kind of fucking death wish, asshole?
Actually,
Final warning,
yes.
Asshole. All right, asshole. You just fucked yourself.
The only annoying part about the fiends
I don't know
are
about
their
that. I think you
traps,
did.
which they end up triggering themselves most of the time.
Which does help us out quite
Did he just trigger
quite
his
a lot.
own trap? Oh, you.
All right then.
Oh god.
It's bigger than I thought it would
She
be.
definitely tripped it. She definitely. It's even worse that these traps defy the laws of time and space. Like one time I triggered a trap, and a second before it exploded, I escaped outside and thought I was safe.
Oh no, it auto
Inside this
saves.
building freezes once you leave it, so no matter how long I spent outside, that grenade was still 1 second away
Yeah.
from exploding on the inside. On top of that, New Vegas saves anytime you enter a
Yeah.
building, so I was now auto-saved right inside that building with a grenade about to explode, which eventually formed
Unfortunately.
an infinite loop of dying to a
Yep.
grenade, loading the autosave, and dying to that same
That is the worst thing to happen.
and over and over again for all of eternity. Going back inside? All good? All good. Not good. Oh, shit.
Your only saving grace is hoping to God you have enough stim packs to survive that blast and it doesn't kill you instantly. You spam the shit out of the stim pack you have hotkeyed.
The autosave from the doorway. Fuck, man. This is gonna go on forever.
If he can manage to pause, he could get out of that.
Powder gangers, but for some reason
If
they
not,
hate
you're gonna have to
me.
reload a
Like,
save.
Their alliance on dynamite, I really admire. Why can't we be friends? I'm pretty sure all three of them just threw dynamite at me. They did. Okay, so we got a dead caravaner, we got a dead powder ganger, and what's he gonna say?
Damn, running low on smokes again.
That's all he cares
That's
about.
the most powder ganger answer I've ever heard. The only group I didn't bulldoze on sight were the Kings, because you can't do that to the King. And if you don't know who the King is, well, you should take a trip to Memphis and find out.
Who's the king? You believe this asshole man?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
No matter how you choose
He's
to
Elvis.
handle the tribes or who you choose to back in the Battle of Hoover Dam, the presidential assassination quest will always be funny. Because if you're back in the NCR, Mr. House, or Yes Man, you've got to prevent it from happening.
Hey,
God, that fucking scared me, dude.
Aw.
Ranger just get blasted off that.
He got shoved off the roof and then
I have a quick save. I just want to see if he's gonna take his head off.
absolutely
Oh,
is.
he got Oswalded.
Yes, he did.
Don't give a
Absolutely
shit. They're
did.
just standing there. Look at them.
The most incompetent bunch of soldiers I have ever seen.
Oh, what?
Ah.
What?
I think you broke him. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Um,
His legs got stuck in the tower.
You broke that man. You broke that man.
Should I call this in or just let it roam free? I actually don't know if he's any much of a threat any longer. I think that was it. Just one guy.
Probably kind of a threat.
Oh, you son of a bitch! The game was rigged from the start. This dude is so strong, he powers through save games. Like, I just quick saved, it quick loaded, and he's still here. It was around this time that I realized siding with the Legion is so much more fun, and sticking it to the dumbass NCR is just icing on the cake. Like, if I bring a missile launcher to a presidential speech and you don't find it suspicious, you deserve to have your president vaporized. Do they care?
Oh, Lord.
Don't even care that I'm whipping out a missile launcher right in front of the president.
I don't think there's going to be anyone left to care after that.
Dispatched President Kimball with real skill.
Yes, real skill.
With one missile. Yeah.
The sole fact that Kaisar is suffering from a brain tumor and is prone to random fits of headache-induced rage makes his cause worth backing. You'll be talking about a quest and then out of nowhere. God damn it!
I expect that information can be used to manipulate them. Go to... Oh, God damn it! Fuck this. I'm going to lie down. If you interfere with me getting some sleep again, I'm going to have you killed. We will talk later.
Ah, wait, true to Kaisar.
It's not a full-strength chapter, mind you. The profligates...
Yes?
I think he's having another episode again.
But because the game ends once the Battle of Hoover Dam is over, it's a solid idea to explore all the Wasteland has to offer before you finish the fight. Talk shit to the NCR hit squads that force you to improve your standing with the Republic or suffer the consequences. Oh,
I do not
Since you
do
haven't
that.
pissed yourself, I'll assume that you don't know who we are. Next time I'll bring my sickle and wear my black cloak. The NCR sends us.
Your first mistake was giving me a warning. Your second mistake was turning your back to me.
To improve your reputation with the NCR, or we come for you without all this pleasant conversation.
Yeah, sure, you got it. I'll stop working for Kaiser. Man, you're really
Yep.
scary running in the other direction. The DLC
Yep,
is
exactly what I would do.
Even though I only played Honest Hearts to avoid making this video 2 hours long, boy was it ever worth it.
God damn it, ambush!
Ambush? Can I even prevent this?
No.
Oh shit! I don't think I can stop this.
Yeah, there's no stopping that. Yeah.
Or I'm just hitting 20 somehow. I
Oh
don't
my
know how to
God.
hit on 20. What the fuck? Yeah, they're all dead. Forget it. Forget it. Fuck you. I'd highly recommend the Sneering Imperialist trait if you head to Zion, which grants you a 15% damage buff and a bonus hit in VATS against raiders, junkies, and tribals. It's basically weaponized racism, or at the very least a racism buff, and I'm not racist, but I do appreciate doing 15% extra damage and having a bonus hit in VATS. What is that damage?
Well, you didn't even shoot that extra gun. What the fuck happened
You're
there?
dumb to speak my language. You're too dumb to talk to me. Get lost.
Scheiße.
Speaking of Joshua Graham, that's Kaisar's former right-hand man that lost the first Battle of Hoover Dam, which ended in him getting covered in pitch, set on fire, and tossed into the Grand Canyon.
I survived because the fire inside burned brighter than the fire around me. I fell down into that dark chasm. The flame burned on and on.
His crispy ass is the best character in all of New Vegas, and airing out an entire canyon with his pistol packing 45 buff is some of the most fun I've ever had.
The time for talk is past. The Lord's work must be done. Make no mistake about why we are here. This is an extermination.
While Joshua
It always
Graham is
has
your
been.
Party, any 45 caliber auto pistol you use has less spread and is twice as likely to score critical hits.
Yeah, I consider that a critical. Their whole head is missing.
We warned you at Syracuse.
Kunaman mad. He killed all white legs. You talk. You stop.
Whatever, Joshua put a cap in General Gobbledygook here.
Alright.
And once I found my way out of Zion, it was time for the final phase of the plan. You already know what the fuck about to happen.
Vegas. will fall.
The fight for Hoover Dam is radically different depending on which side you're on. Like, you can crush the NCR with something as simple as a hunting shotgun or a Garand. I can already tell this is easier. So much easier than taking on the Legion. Jesus, well, apart from that,
that may have been an oops.
difficulty. Like, these Rangers fucking suck. Did I, like, drop down to very easy? What is this? I'm sorry, Ranger, but it's a wrap for you. I'ma keep it a stack, Trooper. It's not safe for you right now.
No one is safe. Not even the ones in the power armor.
You and your fake power armor. That shit is whack. It doesn't block anything. Like, what's the point? What's the point? Going up against the Legion,
Yeah, they don't have.
is a whole different.
They don't have actual power armor. They have basically trash bins and anything else that they have strapped to them. They have junk.
Different ball game. That shit is tricky. I mean, not that tricky, because if you slam enough Med-X, Jet, and Psycho while flat out abusing the anti-material rifle, nothing in this game is that tricky. Rip the homie. Y'all ever get so high on a drug that your bullets start doing more damage? I just love that. Best feature.
Honestly, I feel like you would need that to take him out, because that dude is tanky as fuck.
So much more fun and
Take him out one hit, you gotta have a lot of damage.
Condescending smirk off General Oliver's face.
I would sooner spit on the grave of my dead mother than let some courier walk the wasteland fuck talk to me like that.
Courier walk the wasteland fuck? Would you like to rephrase?
I think you're cast out.
No, no, he does not.
Pretty good.
Chances are pretty good. Just vaporized 4 Rangers. Oh, this should be good. Shut the fuck up. Highlight for me, beyond boomers dropping high explosive ordnance
he's gone.
on ignorant savages.
And this is why we side with the bombers too.
Raining high explosive ordnance upon ignorant savages, I kind of get it now. Was the appearance of the mysterious stranger and misfortune. Basically, there's these 2 traits where there's a random chance that a man or woman will show up in VATS and blast away the enemy you're engaging, and
Yes, I just have Arthur Morgan show up and blast him.
Misfortune cannot be topped. Head crippling someone will always be funny. It will never. Oh, well, I guess misfortune is just gonna steal the show.
That camera angle, though.
Backgrounds. I'm missing all of those. Oh, misfortune. It goes so far when she hits them. Don't you run away from me. Where is he even going? The closet? What?
Well.
It seems like a weird place to... Oh, mysterious stranger, yeehaw, chuckle, fuck. In the closet of all places. In the fucking closet.
He died in the janitorial closet.
Trying out every now and again. Oh, misfortune, that's tight.
Oh my god.
Where did that dude's fucking body go?
Orbit. That's where his body went. Fucking orbit.
There she is again. And holy shit. She is so much better than Mysterious Stranger, it's not even funny. She's like a walking artillery piece. Come on out, Oliver. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Walk straight into the door.
Sneak attack criticals are by far the best thing in this game. Like, they just do so much fucking damage. God, dude, look at this clown. Fuck the NCR. I don't know if the big boomer penetrates. Oh, never mind. Misfortune's just gonna do the work for me.
As they do.
It doesn't penetrate, but it still does a hell of a lot of damage. Is that a misfortune hit on 2 consecutive VATS? Is this shit broken? Is 3 in a row possible? Could it? Well, never mind.
No.
Degenerates like you belong.
Because
on a
you
cross.
absolutely destroyed that guy.
I had to. It's the last dude. It's the last dude. And that's the story of how we crushed the NCR and took Hoover Dam. God willing, Kaisar does the same shit to California because Lord knows it needs to happen.
This honor pleases me. Perhaps in time I will be granted the honor of conquering the land known as California. For now,
And they shall.
come. We must see to the burning of the dead.
Don't forget to
They
take a
shall
sip
and
from
they
the
will.
trusty Vault 13 canteen on the way out. You don't want to get dehydrated.
Especially if we don't manage to
Sold
kill
a bunch
them.
of human flesh to gun runners. You take a sip from your trusty Vault 13 canteen. You take a sip from your trusty Vault 13 canteen. Just slaughtered an elderly couple to take a nap in their bed. Sips from canteen. God, dude, you take a sip from your trusty Vault 13 canteen.
Every time.
Brotherhood of Steel bunker. Take a sip from trusty Vault 13 canteen.
He just does horrendous things and just sip from the canteen.
I have been chugging out of this sink for the past 40 seconds to not waste a stim pack. And what am I doing while I'm chugging out of a sink? I'm taking a sip from my trusty Vault 13 canteen. And that's about it. That's all I got to say.
Every time.
The NCR for being
Just fill it up. More water. Drink it all.
Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
And may Kaiser rule the Mojave for all of eternity.
True to Kaiser.
Yes, man is also a solid option. But I'll stop now. It's time for this video to end.
We accomplished a lot together. It was fun. Take care.
Okay, goodbye, yes man. I'll see him again whenever I play Fallout New Vegas, whatever that will be. Okay, we're about at the end. This is pretty much the end anyway, but
and that's it. That's
Yep.
Fallout New Vegas. I'd like to give a quick shout out to Cyberpunk 2077 because I originally was going to make a video on that, but then I was like, oh, this is a broken fucking piece of trash. I should probably check out who did this the right way, and Fallout New Vegas is something incredible. I'm not going to hit you with any of the game critic lines, but
at the time he was not wrong.
cash. The characters are cash to the point that I almost cried at some of the voice lines. Like Joshua Graham's story is so damn inspiring for a fucking fictional character. Oh my god. Please play this game, you dumb son of a bitch. I'm gonna edit that.
I agree.
I really am gonna cross my fingers and hope this video was not demonetized and age restricted like the last Fallout video because I did so much fucking psycho and psychojet that it actually thought I was, I don't know, recommending the use of hard drugs. And before I go, if you think that
Well,
death claws are scarier than cazadors,
I think they've gone a little too far.
belong on a cross.
But seriously, that's fair. Yeah, I think if it did that to his video, I would assume he did far too much then, and I think YouTube is probably using a little bit themselves if they think that exactly that's what's going on with that. But okay, fair enough. But I will say, yeah, do play that game. Do play Fallout New Vegas. I will agree. Only because I speak for myself, but I don't really think I can speak for everybody because everybody might have a different opinion. But Fallout New Vegas is absolutely the best one in the series, in my opinion. Probably a lot of people will agree with me on that too, but to each their own, I guess. There's some people that still like Fallout 3 and other things more, but I like New Vegas more. Only because, you know, it's actually more fun and it actually has a little bit more depth to it with some characters, other than just, you know, the normal thing you see from 3 and 4. I mean, 4 is not too bad, but it has its issues. And 76 was a mess at first, but it's a little better now, but it was a mess. But speaking of the Cyberpunk thing, I've actually started playing that on stream recently myself. Again, much better state now than when it was. But when I first played that game, I actually beat it in its entirety with its buggy mess. The only problem I really had was the game would keep crashing. And I had like maybe one game-breaking bug that I had to restart because I had to do something a specific way because the mission was bugged or something for it. And I think it was for the cyber psychosis missions. One of those was bugged at the time when the game first launched, so I did what I could and I tried to avoid as many things that made the game crash as possible from what they said. So I managed to actually beat the game in its full buggy mess, and I still had a lot of fun with it while it was buggy. It actually made it more interesting, other than the 2 game-breaking bugs that I had, but it was still fun. And I did have to reload the game quite a lot, but it was still fun. But yeah, I think that wraps up this video. Alright everybody, well that was a fun little video to get back into, and I swear to God, I don't know when I'm going to play that on stream again, but if you guys are willing to see it, I'll go over on Twitch and I'll play that there sometime soon probably. Just let me know in the comments. But also, go support Russian Badger. Original link to the video will be in the description below, as well as every other link for everything else I do. If there's anything else you want me to see, please feel free to leave it down in the comments below. Just let me know there, and also do me a favor, leave a link there, because sometimes if it's a certain thing or a compilation of something, I have a hard time finding it. So if it's a certain one you want me to see, please provide a link to that specific video as well. That would help me greatly. So with that, I will see you guys in the next video. You have a good one.